Hi everyone, Swiftjar here.
Hello.
Today we're jumping back into some further Mario Party Superstars speculation. Previously we discussed and reviewed each N64 Mario Party board over a 4-episode series, and discussed each board's likelihood of making a return to Mario Party Superstars. We also discussed and speculated the character roster by going over each character that has ever been part of the Mario Party series, and speculating some potential newcomers. So if you'd like to hear more about the concept of these videos and see the results, please click the link on screen or check the description below. As a thank you for the support I've received so far in my small but memorable YouTube journey, I'm going to be giving away a copy of Mario Party Superstars when the game launches. To be eligible, you're going to need to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. Bonus entries are also going to be given if you follow me on Twitter and Twitch as well. Essentially, the maximum chance that you can have is up to 3 entries. This is all coming out of my pocket, so it'd be appreciated if you could stick around and follow my content. It's all related to Nintendo anyway, so if you enjoy Nintendo, it's right up your alley. Today, however, we're switching to another key element to the success of the Mario Party series, and that is the minigames. The great thing about Mario Party Superstars is that it's a best-of type of game, meaning Superstars minigames will span over the entire history of the franchise. This means we're going to be able to make some speculation on what minigames are going to be playable. Unlike my previous videos, I will not be going over every minigame over the entire Mario Party series. Otherwise, Mario Party Superstars would already be out by the time I upload this video. It has been confirmed there will be 100 minigames in Mario Party Superstars. So far, 58 minigames have been officially announced, plus 2 others thanks to the trusty team at GameXplain. Shout out to GameXplain. In short, based on this information, I'll be selecting minigames I believe are likely to return, till we hit that nice 100 number, based on a few rules which we're going to discuss soon. At the end of the video, I will also list my favourite 10 minigames in the entire Mario Party series, as well as how the eShop paid DLC we discussed in the previous video could tie into this. And before we crack on into this, please remember to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content. I'm also on Twitter and Twitch as well at SwiftJar, so check the description below for the links to those. Mario Party Superstars was revealed at E3 back in June, and viewers that watched the presentation or Treehouse presentation afterwards got a glimpse of some of the minigames that will appear. It's a pretty impressive list so far. As mentioned, 58 minigames have been confirmed. However, there's also a minigame called Tread Carefully, which was seen multiple times during the Treehouse stream, but it was never played. No such minigame actually exists in the series, however it is possible this has just been renamed, much like Mush Pit was in the top 100, but we do know it's a 4-player minigame. GameXplain's video, which I've linked in the description, also pointed out key art which shows what looks like Mario Party 4's Pass of Peril, but only a bit of the screen can be seen, but for the video I'm just going to assume it's part of the confirmed minigames. With this information, this takes us to 60 confirmed minigames, therefore I'll be predicting 40 minigames from the Mario Party series to take us to that magical 100 number. I'm going to attempt to keep this video slightly structured. We're going to be going over each individual game and starting with the confirmed minigames. Despite the fact they already showed a huge portion of the N64 minigames, to keep it even and fun, I'll be predicting 4 minigames from each game. I also believe there will be a total of 5 item minigames, which I think will come from the N64 era. After discussing each game's confirmed minigames, I will then be choosing from a 4-player minigame, a 1v3 minigame, a 2v2 minigame, an item minigame, a duel minigame, or a Bowser Space minigame. Let's start off this speculation by looking at Mario Party 1. At the time of this video being recorded, there is a total of 9 confirmed minigames. These are Mushroom Mix-Up, Facelift, Handcar Havoc, Bobsled Run, Shy Guy Says, Hammer Drop, Bumper Bowls, Slot Car Derby, and Tug of War. Now jumping into my predictions. The 4-player minigame I'm predicting to make a return is Platform Peril. I always loved this minigame as a kid. It is simple, it's just a jump from platform to platform and just don't fall. The 1v3 minigame I'm going to choose here is Bash and Cash. I think it would be a great way to even the distribution of coins in Mario Party Superstars. The 2v2 minigame I've chosen is Desert Dash. I like this minigame as it encourages teamwork. I've also chosen a 1-player minigame here as there was no items in Mario Party 1. Here I've chosen Slot Machine. I feel as if an item reward could be incorporated into this minigame. I feel like it would work really well. Now moving on to Mario Party 2. In Mario Party 2 there is a total of 14 confirmed minigames so far. These are Look Away, Archer Rival, Bowser's Big Blast, Sneak and Snore, Sky Pilots, Honeycomb Havoc, Bumper Balloon Cars, Tipsy Turny, Dungeon Dash, Balloon Burst, Crazy Cutters, Mecha Marathon, Roll Cake, and Cake Factory. Now jumping into my predictions. The 4-player minigame I'm predicting to make a return is Hot Rope Jump. This minigame is pretty simple, just jump over the flames rope. It's one of those minigames that can be endless and is great for competitive people trying to get high scores. The second minigame I'm predicting to make a return is a 1v3 minigame, which is Bowl Over. I always enjoyed this minigame growing up. I mean, who doesn't like bowling, right? Especially when your opponents are the pins. I'm not going to be choosing a 2v2 minigame here, instead I'll be choosing 2 item minigames. The first item minigame I think will make a return is the confirmed board Space Lands item minigame, which is Hammer Slammer, and the other likely board based on my previous series is Western Land, so I'm going to be choosing that item minigame as well, which is Give Me a Break. Which takes us to Mario Party 3. In Mario Party 3 there is a total of 18 confirmed minigames. These are Boulder Bowl, Mario's Puzzle Party, TikTok Hop, Snowball Summit, Coconut Conk, Etch and Catch, Messy Memory, River Raiders, Puddle Paddle, Parasol Plummet, Vinyl Me, Storm Chasers, Mush Pit, Tidal Toss, Rockin' Raceway, Cheat Cheat Chase, Eats a Pizza, and there's also an item minigame confirmed being Bobbing Balloons. Due to the large number of confirmed minigames here, I'm not going to be picking a 4v4 minigame to return. The 1v3 minigame I'm selecting is Ridiculous Relay. I always found this to be a really memorable minigame and fun for both the solo and team players. The individual is in the sky racing, where the other 3 are taking turns racing on the water. The 2v2 minigame I would like to see make a return is Picking Panic. I think this minigame really fits in well with Woody Wood's theme. I think it'd be a missed opportunity if it wasn't included. The item minigame I'm also choosing here is Swinging with Sharks, just because it's awesome. For the final pick, I'll be selecting a duel minigame, which is Motor Rooter. It's essentially a race while avoiding amps and getting speed boosts. It can be quite competitive. And this rounds up the 5 item minigames I think will be in this game. To recap, this includes the confirmed Bobbing Balloons from Mario Party 3. I've also included from Mario Party 1 Slot Machine, from Mario Party 2 Hammer Slammer and Give Me a Break, and Mario Party 3 Swinging with Sharks. This rounds up the N64 era minigames. Now let's move on to the GameCube era, starting with Mario Party 4. So far, all the minigames that have been announced for Mario Party 4 are absolutely fantastic in my opinion. So far we have Book Squirm, Reverse the Bomb, Trace Race, Paths of Peril, and Beach Volley Folly. For the 4v4 minigame, I'm going to be choosing Mario Medley, especially after watching the swimming in the Olympics recently. I'd love to see this minigame make a return. For the 1v3 minigame, I've decided to go with Hide and Go Boom. It's a good minigame which can create some hilarious yet anxious moments, nothing like hiding in a cannon trying to not get blown up. For the 2v2 minigame, I'm going to be choosing the fan favourite Dungeon Duos. There's something about working together with your fellow teammate to beat the other team, but you're also racing against the clock to get the lowest time possible. It's quite cool. For the final minigame, I would have chosen Paths of Peril, but as it's already kind of confirmed through Game Explain's video, I'm going to be choosing a Bowser minigame, which is Fruits of Doom. Essentially, all you're doing here is bringing Bowser the fruit that he wants. It's kind of basic, but it's kind of cool. And moving on to Mario Party 5. So far the confirmed minigames announced are Pushy Penguins, Coney Island, Leaf Leap, and Squared Away. For the 4v4 minigame, I'll be choosing Nightlife Fright. It's just exhilarating. It's all about letting the Chain Chomp get as close to you as you can, and the closest wins. The 1v3 minigame I'm going to be choosing is Mario Mechs. I always found that minigame really fun, both for the team trying to destroy the one player, also for the one player trying to destroy the team. It's great. For the 2v2 minigame, I'm going to be choosing Defuse or Lose. I always found it to be a really great minigame which can get really scary quite quickly. Essentially try and prevent the sparks on the fuse to reach the actual King Bob-omb. I'll also be selecting a Bowser minigame here as well, and here I'm going to be choosing Rain of Fire. Essentially it's just avoiding the flaming debris, very Bowser-like, right? Now moving on to Mario Party 6. The confirmed minigames here are What Goes Up, Rocky Road, and Catch You Letter. For the 4v4 minigame, I'm going to be choosing Granite Getaway. I always liked this minigame growing up due to the adrenaline you get from the giant boulder rolling towards you while you're trying to avoid many obstacles that appear on screen. For the 1v3 minigame, I'm going to be choosing Snow Brawl. I feel like this just feels like a genuine snowball fight or a dodgeball game about the catching. It's good fun. For the 2v2 minigame, I'm going to be selecting Jump the Gun. It's a great minigame with lots of communication and teamwork required. And for the final minigame to choose for Mario Party 6, I'm going to be selecting a duel minigame, which is Booed Off Stage. Essentially all you're doing here is avoiding the boos. It's quite Luigi's Mansion-like. Which takes us to Mario Party 7. So far, 2 minigames have been confirmed. These are The Final Countdown and Pokey Pummel. For the 4v4 minigame, I'll be selecting Track and Yield. Here players are running on a conveyor belt and they are trying to avoid falling down, while also jumping over hurdles. Essentially, the last one standing wins. Trial and Error is the 2v2 minigame I'm going to be choosing, essentially trying to get the most spaces of your colour to win. I'll also be choosing Mad Magical Journey for the Bowser's minigame. Essentially it's a platform where fireballs are shooting at you, try to avoid them. And for the final minigame from Mario Party 7, I'll be choosing a dual minigame which is Give Me a Sign. Essentially it's very similar to Shy Guy Says, but there's more to it. It's a cool dual minigame. Which takes us to Mario Party 8. So far there's no confirmed minigames for Mario Party 8. Despite the motion controls being heavily involved in Mario Party 8, I still believe they'll include a couple minigames from it for Mario Party Superstars. I mean, they implemented an entire new button control mechanism for Skyward Sword HD. Which brings us to the 4v4 minigame. I'm going to be selecting Shake It Up. Essentially here, characters need to shake their soda cans as fast as they can. I reckon they could easily turn this into a button masher. For the 1v3 minigame, I'll be choosing Power Trip. The objective for the solo player here is to eliminate the other players in a flying hovercraft with electricity all around it, while the trio's objective is to survive until the time runs out. For the 2v2 minigame, I'm going to be selecting King of the Thrill. Essentially, one individual tries to maintain control of a certain area, often a hill or pile, while the other players try to seize it. It's basically King of the Hill, it's fantastic. And for the duel minigame, I'm going to be choosing Spectre Inspector. I really want this minigame to return, mostly due to the fact I'm a huge Luigi's Mansion 1 fan. Yes, you heard that correct, it has Luigi's Mansion's ghost in it. It's a first person perspective from the two players. The two players use flashlights to see in the dark and need to find 3 enemies. Which takes us to Mario Party 9. So far the confirmed minigames are Goomba Spotting and Shell Soccer. It should also be mentioned there are only 4-player minigames here, 1 vs 3 rival minigames and Bowser Jr. minigames. So I'm going to be selecting 2 4-player minigames here. The first one I'm going to be choosing is Peak Precision. It's a good reflex minigame. Essentially you're climbing the mountain, trying to press the right buttons at the right time. The other 4-player minigame I'm going to be selecting is Player Snow Go. Essentially players try to be the first to complete 5 laps around the track in their snowmobiles. The 1v3 minigame I'll be selecting is Block and Roll. Essentially the solo player attempts to transport 3 blocks to the other side while dodging the rival's boulders. Try to avoid the boulders. The Bowser Jr. minigame I'm going to be selecting is Crossfire Caverns. Here players need to try to hit Bowser Jr. with a cannonball 3 times. Which takes us to the final game being Mario Party 10. So far 2 minigames have been confirmed. These are Skewer Scurry and also Rapid River Race. The 4-player minigame I'm going to be selecting is Snake Block Party. I enjoy racing against players across winding snake blocks and terrain to reach the goal. It's really good fun. The 1v3 minigame I'll be selecting is Keep Away Mayhem, which is essentially Piggy in the middle. Just keep the ball away from the solo player. The 2v2 minigame I'll be selecting is Murky Maze. You're basically just trying to complete a dark maze while holding a glow block. It's quite fun. Finally, the final minigame I'm going to be selecting to make a return is Bowser's Clawful Climb. This reminds me of Mario 3D World, where you're climbing a chain link surface and Bowser is chasing you. Alright, this summarizes the 40 minigames I'd like to see return for Mario Party Superstars. To summarize, this includes 4-player minigames, 1v3 player minigames, 2v2 minigames, item minigames, duel minigames, and Bowser minigames. Overall, I don't think NDQ can go wrong. With 100 minigames being selected, the chances are everyone's going to have at least one they like. Another feature I really love and should be pointing out is after every minigame is played in Mario Party Superstars, the minigame music corresponds to the original game where that minigame comes from. This isn't a huge deal, but it's the small details that count, right? Video game juice at its finest right there. Before I list my top 10 personal favourite minigames from the Mario Party series, I'm going to discuss how the minigames could relate to the Nintendo eShop page hint of potential DLC, which I discussed in my last video. eShop states in-game purchases of Mario Party Superstars. The content of the in-game purchases are unknown right now. It could just be related to Nintendo Switch Online for all we know. Putting our speculation cap on for a second, my biggest hope would be a DLC pack which could include a board, some minigames, and a character or 2. Please note this is not confirmed by Nintendo, just merely making observation from the Nintendo eShop. I'd personally love to see this being free and rolled out like Mario Golf Super Rush is done, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm hopeful of seeing some new Mario Party Superstars news soon, especially with all the Nintendo Direct rumors floating around. Now getting into my personal top 10 minigames from over the Mario Party series. Starting at number 10 we have Bumper Balls, number 9 Snow Brawl, number 8 Bowser's Big Blast, number 7 Hot Rope Jump, number 6 Nightlight Fright, number 5 Pass the Peril, number 4 Beach Volley Folly, number 3 Mushroom Mix Up, number 2 Book Squirm, and my favourite minigame being Dungeon Duos. Alright, that summarizes up my Mario Party Superstars minigame speculation and potential DLC thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, it would be appreciated if you could leave a like and subscribe for more content, and for a chance to win the giveaway. It honestly gives me so much motivation. I'm also on Twitter and Twitch as well at SwiftJar, so be sure to follow me on those platforms to keep up to date on me and when I go live on Twitch. Please let me know in the comments what your favourite 3 minigames are over the Mario Party series, and if there's any other topics regarding Mario Party Superstars you'd like to hear me discuss. I would love to hear from you all. Thanks for watching. I'm super grateful for all your time and all your feedback would be appreciated. Take care and I'll see you all in the next video.